haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard, 'cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything, 'cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything, 'cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
I had to crack it open just a little bit.
Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head, 'cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into it, this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me open. Are only a shot away from me to be my everything, 'cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Hello.
Hello, I'm so sorry for the internet issues, you guys.
Yeah, we're having
Anthony's
some problems.
telling me that our video is completely lagging. I wish we had higher speed internet, but we live in the middle of the country. I'm so sorry, you guys. I just let me know if you can see me, hear me. I had to close my computer that I usually read the chat on, so I'm just gonna turn a little bit so that you can see Anthony. He's got a computer he's working on. But can you guys see and hear us at least? I hope you can. Otherwise, I'll just go live from my computer. Oh, fuzzy, fuzzy. Oh, no. Did I get a haircut? Are you wondering if I got a haircut? I see a question from Crazy Cat Traveler. I did not get a haircut. This is just hair back. So, oh, Anthony has been backing up our videos. Oh, good. You can see and hear us. Julie, thank you, thank you, thank you. And SB saying, not too bad. We're working on it. We have a backup thing going on, and Anthony is trying to kind of turn it down without erasing all the backup that we've done. Sorry about this, you guys. So sorry. Anyway, happy Cruiseday Tuesday. I'm glad you guys can see and hear us.
Yes.
So
I'm
let's
here,
just
even though
be
I'm
with
working.
you.
Sorry.
I see Carl in the house, CMPJ519. Awesome. Oh, so good to see everybody out here. Anthony's going to be squinting over here because he's trying to work on making the system go a little bit faster. So he's doing his magic. I see Antoinette at Fun saying hello, hello, Antoinette at Fun. The chat is going to be kind of like, it's going to be a little delayed for what I see. I'm used to using a different computer to see more live chat. So when I'm using the actual screen here, it might be delayed from what I'm seeing. And so my interaction with you might be a little delayed. Thank you for bearing with us. You know what? So many people this week have had issues. Not the ship show so much, but oh no, the ship show did have some issues, I think. Oh man, I can't remember. So many people. Oh, Sharon at Sea had some connection issues. There's been several people having some connection issues. Oh, Sharon at Sea was live yesterday from Mardi Gras and just timed it for the wrong time. That's all that was about. But oh, Griffin Alyssa had some connection issues and microphones that weren't working. So kind of when the pros have some issues, then I feel like, okay, maybe we're not so bad to have issues every now and then.
Should be a little bit better. Let us know. In the
so good to see everybody out here. I see Holly Ayers and Mary Ellen Dillon, Q's Cruisers. Hi, Sarah and Bob. Oh my goodness. You guys, just the video that I released this morning, if you haven't gotten to watch it and you follow and you like watching our videos and our adventures, check out the video. It is from a couple months ago. It's from Adventure of the Seas, that first cruise out there. But you can see when Sarah came on the ship and I got to see her and hanging out with Sarah and Bob. And it was just an amazing, amazing time hanging out in the pub, that Duck and Dog pub, and having such a good time with Kieran Cox. Wasn't that just, oh my gosh. Anthony watched the video and he's like, we're a bunch of drunks that are just belting it out in the pub. And it was so amazing. Like we weren't just, completely drunk, but we were being a bit loud, but having such a good time. And in the promenade, what a fun time. Oh, Timothy Walters, thank you so much for the super chat. He says 46 days and we get shit-faced in a little naughties. Hashtag breakaway. Oh, Timothy, thank you, my friend. I can't
says the
wait.
Video's better. So.
Oh, good. Anthony's been working on trying to get the connectivity back and up. So excellent. Oh, and he even got chat up for me. Now I can actually read
you want it over on that
real
side so you normally do it,
real time chat. No, why don't you drive the chat? I see. You know what? Shout out to the mod squad, because I always like to give my mod squad a shout out. So shout out to D&G Explorers. Thank you for letting me know about the video quality. I need to know when if it's not good. We need to try to figure out. You sometimes don't know until you go live that how your video quality is going to be getting out there.
Chris Finney's in the house.
Hi, Chris. Hey, so I was just doing do you want to say what he said?
No, it's okay. Go ahead. I'm just calling out who's in the house.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wanted to give a shout out to all the mod squad. Oh, yeah. So D&G Explorers, and then, of course, Blaine, Rayleigh Creative Travel, and it's a very, very special birthday today. So if you guys can help me celebrate Anthony Simone's birthday, he's our moderator. He does a lot of moderating for a lot of channels, and he is, I just want to give a quick shout out to Anthony. He's very involved in this cruise community, a very sweet young man. I won't tell you his age, but he is young. But he interacts with so many in this cruise community. He is a sweet guy. And he's always very polite. Whenever we interact, we message back and forth. He's always very quick on the thank yous and your welcomes, very mannerly. And just want to give Anthony Simone a quick shout out and a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
And if you guys can help me celebrate, show me some emojis in the chat. Oh, yeah. Casey Cat Traveler has it. Everybody throw some emojis out there for celebrating Anthony's birthday with him. Hearts or, birthday cake, or however you can. Help us show Anthony the love during his special day. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
D.
Adams. Thank you, everybody. With
Q's
Cruisers. I think that celebration is just part of life.
The emojis are
you guys are great. Meg W, Chris Goo, Beachy Mama, Holly Ayers, Upbeat Travelers, Vizo Travels, Mercy Rodriguez, Slinky, Cruising for Food, the Cruise World. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Anthony, have an excellent, excellent rest of your birthday. I know you've done some really fun things, eaten some amazing meals, and I just really want to just give you all the love in the world. We so much appreciate all the different people that are part of this cruise community, and you are definitely very important part. One of Anthony's favorite sayings, that whenever he sees a thumbs down and he's in the chat or he's mitigating, we call it, he'll say, "Those thumbs down, those trolls can kiss cat's butt." It's awesome. I love Anthony saying that. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, Gary Krebs says, Nancy, Anthony is killing me with the food. He has had some really, really good food lately. Oh, Anne Marie says, hi, Nancy. Tony sent me over. Tony from La Lita Loca is such an amazing guy.
Really is.
And you can see him in the video. He's singing away in the pub. In the video, you know what? It takes me a while to get my videos edited and out there, but just if you really want to feel like you're right there, we just had such a blast on board that ship. I really appreciate Tony from La Lita Loca and all the cruise family, all the people that we met and sailed with. It was just so, so magical. I see Spiker's Crazy Adventures in the house. And you know what? And if you guys know, you may not know, I moderate for Sharon at Sea, who goes live on Monday nights. They've been doing live streams. They're very much connected with La Lita Loca. They did a singing kind of a thing. They're supposed to have sailed with La Lita Loca several times, but haven't. But Sharon at Sea, my cruise crew from Sharon at Sea, they're currently on the Mardi Gras, just in case anybody may not know that. And I am totally a little bit jealous that they're out there doing that. But this week I have been getting over a head cold. I am negative over the counter test, negative PCR test. I wanted to make sure everything came back negative, and I'm feeling so much better. And I still have my sense of smell, my sense of taste, all of that. So thank God. I'm feeling for the ones who have been affected with this terrible virus, but I'm very, very relieved. Timothy Walters says, shout out to the Cruise World for their Piano Man parody. If you haven't seen,
transfer the
I'm sorry, check it out. It is awesome. Definitely. You guys check out Mark from the Cruise World. He puts out these amazing parodies, and and I guess I do have a tendency to take over this chat. I'm sorry, honey. But he does do an amazing job. We have so many talented people in this cruise community that can do so many things. Tom Beadle Bailey, who is married to Rhonda, they're both super talented. Rhonda's a fellow nurse, and I'm also a nurse. In case you wondered if I'm a real nurse, I am a nurse. And Tom Beadle Bailey is so creative and came up with a birthday jingle for Anthony, a birthday rap for Anthony Simone today, and just amazing. Thank you, Stephanie, for all the emojis for Anthony Simone, for birthday emojis. I love it. I see Wanda Cruising for Food is in the house. Hi, good to see you, Wanda. Oh my gosh. Talk about talent. Wanda has taken up vlogging, and she is getting out the vlogs out there. I can't keep up with Wanda's talented vlogs. Like she's cranking them out like everything. And such a fun-loving spirit, a fellow sister and all of this. So definitely. Julie Amos says that Sharon at Sea was one of my first cruise vloggers I started with. They are great. And I so wanted to be with them on their group cruise on the Mardi Gras, but we were able to take it a couple weeks prior, it worked out better for my schedule. I thought I would be back at my regular work, but I did have a knee injury on the Adventure of the Seas. It's finally getting better. I have my doctor visit. So the update on the knee, I don't need to walk with crutches anymore. Thank God. And I do have to put a brace on. I can't quite get upstairs or downstairs without a little extra help, but it's getting stronger. So you guys, if you could think of me, pray for me, maybe tomorrow is my doctor follow-up, and I'm really hoping that I can get back to my regular work soon. I miss being a bedside nurse. For now, I have just done some chart reviews and at-home work, but I really want to get back to being a bedside nurse. I'm a ICU nurse, and I love taking care of my patients. I see Crazy Cat Traveler here. Everybody's saying hello. Wanda Ernstberger in the house. Oh my goodness. Kit Travels. Oh, Kit. I met Kit in there. Oh, she says, okay. Hi, Nancy. I met you on Mardi Gras. Oh, yes. Kit is a man, not a gal. Yes, Kit was behind me on the Mardi Gras, going up the gangway on Embarkation Day. Hi, Kit. So good to see you. Oh my gosh, Kit was amazing. I kept on running into him throughout the whole cruise. So he wasn't quite ready to be on camera, on video, but at least I asked. So I'm glad. So good to see you, Kit. Thank you for being here, for saying hello. Vizos Travel is in the house. You guys, if you don't follow Vizos Travel, he puts out a lot of amazing content. He also is a fellow cruiser, traveler, and he has a live stream on Tuesdays at 7 Eastern. So let me catch up with all the chat. Life is Good Today is in the house. Jonathan Short from the 6 Traveling Shorts just got back from the Mardi Gras. Sharon at Sea looks like they're having an amazing cruise. It looks like they have a nice gang there, like about 60 some people on the group cruise, and sounds like it's a really nice time. I wish I could be there. Hello, Kathy L. Hello, good to see you. I keep seeing my earrings in the chat, and I keep thinking it's that dreaded spinning wheel that you don't want to see out here. And that you don't want to see that that legging wheel, Jamie Wilhite in the house. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sherry, awesome sunsets. Oh my goodness. Anne Marie says my mom was a nurse for 52 years, and you share the same name. Anne Marie, it's a good name. Nurse Nancy. I see JP Travel Adventures also in the house. Janice, so good to see you. Anthony, you ready to call out some people here?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I have been looking at the chat.
I'm going to take a little breather here. Just a second. I got to take a little drink here. I have my cough drops just in case. I still cough every now and then. One thing I am thankful for is that I didn't have this head cold and going into a cruise, because I think it would be super hard to have that cruise and have a cold and go cruising nowadays. You know what I mean? Even though it is a head cold, you don't want to be coughing around cruise, like the people who are cruising. You want to be, I don't know, you just feel funny about that. So I'm glad I'm recouping at home. Vicki Avery says, hello, Nancy. I love how you support so many vloggers. I love having met so many vloggers out there, and just that style, so many of everyone is so unique. And that everyone brings a little special something to the table. I think those that have experience bring that experience. Those that are new vloggers also bring that like excitement and experience to everything. Oh, CA Cruisers in the house, Kathy. And Wanda is asking if you are on the Mardi Gras currently. I think maybe Kathy might be. Oh. And Julie says, my daughter is a nurse. It's a very caring profession. I have to admit, I have a little anxiety about going back, like that first day back, but I'm really actually excited about it too. I've been an ICU nurse for 22 years, and I was a nurse in several different other places 8 years before that. So I've been a nurse a while. So I just have to remind myself of that, and it'll be okay. I really hope that next week I can tell you that I'm at least back sometime, you know, that I'm getting back to the bedside. I really hope I can tell you that by next week. And oh, Viso says that I can't wait to vlog the Mardi Gras. Excuse me. I'm going to take a little sip of something. Do you see any chat that you can call out, baby?
Yeah, no. So JP, what is it? JP Travel
Adventures, SGNS.
Yeah, she likes my shirt.
Oh, yes. He says that he's so comfy in these that he's been wearing them just for like regular everyday because he likes how comfortable they are.
And Meg W says my allergies are nuts right now, so I think I would feel like an outcast near other people. Yeah.
It is hard.
It is hard.
It's so hard to have any coughing or allergies or anything like that because people look at you and they're like, do you have the COVID? Oh my goodness, Missy Cutler, thank you so much. Oh, it's such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for the super chat and for the support, saying I love your positive attitude. I think that this community and the whole talking about cruising, our passion for cruising, getting to meet the different people in the cruise lovers, the crew on cruises, everything behind the cruises that make it all tick. It's just very positive. It kind of brings out the best. I don't know. That's what I like to say. Are Dave and Brandy in the house? Oh my gosh, Dave and Brandy are on a cruise. They're on the Mardi Gras. They're actually doing a back-to-back. And Brandy is one that has actually, before the pandemic, been on a cruise and vlogged a cruise when she had bad allergies going on. And it was really affecting her. But can you imagine nowadays? She was kind of talking a little bit about that, how she's so happy that like she hopes that her allergies don't kick in while she's on this cruise. So they look like they're having an amazing time. Oh, and they went live. They're going live as well Tuesdays. So Dave and Brandy's excursions, check them out. Dave got to actually vlog on the Bolt roller coaster, and now they're doing 2 times round on Bolt instead of 1 time round for the $15 price. I think it's totally worth it. I loved riding on Bolt. I was all psyched about doing it, and I'm so glad that I was able to actually do it. Waited till the last day to do it. Shouldn't have waited till the last day, but was able to do that last day. Gary Krebs, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my goodness. He says, couldn't buy you around like I did for others while you were on the ship. So, buy me a round of for a drink. Oh, Gary. So here it is. Dilly dilly. Cheers to you. I got Anthony's cup here, all aboard with Anthony. And thank you, Gary. I appreciate that so much. Gary is such a supporter of the cruise community. We're able to know Gary a little bit from talking with him on a special app, that video chat. And I really appreciate Gary. Thank you so much. Oh, Steve Morales is also part of our video chat. And he says, hit the thumbs up, peeps. Steve's always writes in those caps. Yes. So he's not always shouting. He just always writes in caps.
Blaine is going to step away. He's got some work to do before bed. Oh,
Blaine. Okay, you take care. And tell Mallory hello from us. Really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to take a cough drop just because I've been coughing and because I've been talking and using my voice. But
yeah, Party on the Seas wants to know who makes my shirt. I don't know. I was actually seeing if there was actually.
I think we got it at Kohl's. But here, let's just do this on the spry. This is from George. So George, I think
some of those George shirts. Well, we did
I think that might be a Walmart brand.
We did find that there's there's actually a permanent breadcrumb on this. Can you guys see it? It's right there.
It's part of the pattern.
It's actually part of the pattern.
Like it throws
She's always
me off.
picking at this. Like,
I'm always trying.
She's like, what's going on here?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna talk with a cough drop in my mouth. I'm sorry. Hate that. So Dave and Brandy, where is your favorite meal that you've eaten at so far? Oh my goodness. I am just
Lori
amazed
Gonzalez
you're
says, "I
here.
hope to cruise with you one day. Sounds like you're a wonderful and a fun person to be around."
Oh my gosh, thank you, Lori.
Yeah, Gary Krebs,
man.
it is Walmart. Yeah, who knew? But it is kind of a cool shirt. It's really comfy.
Really comfy, actually. Yeah. So he doesn't like them too flashy, but this is about as flashy as he gets with the floral, with the flowers, the hibiscus flowers and all of that. Jamie is asking how my knee is doing. I go to the doctor tomorrow. It's doing so much better. No crutches, no wheelchair. Just trying to do steps now, up and down steps and getting it stronger and all of that. Let's see, Dave and Brandy, say having a great time, wish you were here with us. Oh man, do I wish that we were there. But hello to everybody, part of the cruise crew, all the Sharon at Sea cruise crew. Mr. and Mrs. Traveler are also on board. Life with Favor is also on board. They're also Favor and Rob from Life with Favor. They're doing a back-to-back with Dave and Brandy. And I can't even believe it. It's the first time that they've met. I know that we plan cruises all together. We've sailed with Favor and Rob. I do wish we had more time together, like when we were on Adventure of the Seas, but we have never sailed with Dave and Brandy yet. No, we haven't. But I feel like we've been friends for a long, long time. I've been following Brandy's. Brandy is the creator. So I can identify with Brandy as far as being the creator, but Dave is also very involved, kind of like Anthony. Like he's a part of the channel, but Brandy does the filming and Brandy does the editing on their channel. And I feel like, okay, that's like, she's really inspired me with being out here and putting myself out here, and has been a really good friend. Oh, hey, say hello to Nicola from Brass Magnolia and Lily and Lulu if they're there. Hannah just loved those servers. Bye, Dave and Brandy. Eddie, our son. Oh my gosh. Hi, honey. So this is our son, you guys. Thinking of starting a new YouTube channel. Can you read that?
With Dad, called Cruising in Cars with Anthony and Ed. Let me know what you think.
I love it. Oh, Eddie, you are too funny. Oh my gosh. Eddie's senior at UW Whitewater now. So yay, he's going to be graduating soon, before you know it. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, Gary is. Anne Marie says that she sees Gary a lot and cruise with Josh. Big supporter indeed of the vloggers. Oh, you guys, we were able to cruise with Josh Holcomb. Cruise with Josh. I remember when his channel was Josh Holcomb. Love his energy. He is exactly like he portrays on his videos. He is always very energetic. I just really, really appreciated cruising with him. He's so friendly, and his whole group is so friendly. Absolutely, absolutely. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit on the show here. This Anthony does not know I had plans here. So this is called spontaneity. This is how Anthony likes to cruise spontaneously. So if you had to change anything about our last cruise on the Mardi Gras, what would you change? Or what would you do additionally? Like if you had to say, if you were going to sail the Mardi Gras again, what would you experience, or what would you do?
Slow down.
Slow down. That's so hard for me, you guys, but we went into this with me saying I was going to.
Yeah. Most days we had between 10 and 15 things that we were doing.
I like to be part of so much. It's really so hard.
So we kind of go from events to events to events to events. And there's no time to just kind of sit back, relax. We
relaxed a little on Serenity.
One day.
On Serenity deck, but it's tough. Oh, we had little snippets of relaxing and swimming. Anthony, I think, just needs to unplug completely, like unplug. So the slowing down. I always wanted to connect with more people. Like,
I don't mind connecting with people, but we weren't connecting with people. We were doing events. So we were doing this particular party and this particular.
I like to be part of that, though.
Yeah.
That's all part of what
It was
I
all
like.
part of the events.
I think that that's something that we have to figure out how to do, how to have a balance and maybe work through that. I think that when we talked about it with the family, that we would have rather had more nights in the MDR than like the specialty restaurants, and just kind of like be able to have more of a consistency. And I know that people might think that that's weird, but it kind of gives us our consistency for going to the same place every night. That's something that I kind of miss doing. I see travel adventures with people, with Eric B. People with Eric B. saying people are fun. Connecting with people is a really fun way to go. Absolutely.
Yeah. Jamie Willett says that she's still trying to recover from a car accident.
Yes. Oh, Jamie, definitely prayers for you. Absolutely. I got to connect with you. I'll IM you, DM you.
I am DM.
I'll message you. I don't know. Yes, I will definitely. T. Neil's in the house. Keep making plans, says T. I do like to do a lot. I like to almost do too much, though, and poor Anthony kind of gets drug along for the ride, right?
Yeah, we're up at 8 o'clock. We get to bed at 2.
We're up at like 9. We were up late in the morning. And I wanted to see the sunrises too.
Yeah, which didn't happen.
And we didn't get to
the sunsets.
And I think taking that time to see the sail away, looking at them on, reeling us in, taking us out. Oh yeah. So I mean, not regret so much. I don't know. I don't regret what we did, but you do.
I didn't say regret.
I think that if we had to do it over again, what we might take more time to breathe, and that maybe not try to experience every flavor on the ship. There's so many new restaurants though, and so many, there was so many experiences I wanted to experience. So definitely. Oh, there, see, cruising for food. I'm the same way, but I stay up until 2 a.m. on a cruise.
See, I'm okay with staying up until 2 a.m. as long as we're not jumping from A to B to C to D, E, F, all the way through Z. If we're, it's just that the idea of being able to have some space.
Yep. He likes to go a little bit slower at it than I do. I think
slower.
That
it's
unwinding, it is definitely different. And how do you do that when you're combined in a marriage where you have to make it work? Oh my goodness, I don't know. But let's see. What do you guys think? How do you do that? Do you go? Do you like to go a gazillion different places at once, or do you like to take it nice and slow? I don't know. That's a tough call. Maybe I shouldn't have brought that question up. Man.
I think you're trying to generate some conversation.
I am. Yeah, the cruise world says really need 2 weeks to experience everything the Mardi Gras has to offer. Absolutely. And trying to do that in 1 week is just pretty hard.
I would actually say probably 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Really to catch everything and to just do it.
And to be able to unwind.
Yeah. Well, unwind and just to really experience everything. I felt like we kind of had a taste, a taste of everything, but not a lot of.
Maybe so ADD that you can't really totally immerse yourself in it, and trying to do as much as we are. it's tricky when you're trying to share that experience as well and do live streams, and you really want to. I really wanted to share and do the live streams. I don't regret doing that, but it definitely takes time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mark says, otherwise you're rushing around, feel just like you guys, and we feel. Yeah. Margie Butcher in the house. Hey, Twinny. Good to see you, Margie. Let's see. Wanda says that she only takes it slow at the casino. Gotta make that money last. That's a good way to go. Like, try not to, man, otherwise you can burn through the money like everything. Absolutely. Anne Marie says, I'm the same way about the MDR too. Yeah, we kind of, there's something about the consistency of having the same servers. We like doing a specialty thing maybe once, maybe twice. I don't know, in the cruise. It'll be really interesting to see how we do with NCL, because I don't think they have really a MDR. Well, they have an MDR, but they have your time dining all the time. But we are getting so what we're doing, the Sharon at Sea Ship Show cruise in October. Really looking forward to it.
Do you think that's going to occur?
Yeah, Sarah has been really looking into it. New York is supposed to open up in September. NCL is starting sailing from New York, I believe, in September here. So hopefully, it's only like a month away. We'll see how the rollout goes. I don't know. Part of me is nervous about it happening. But I really want to be able to experience NCL. Maybe on a group cruise though. I think I'll be able to connect with more people, so that'll give me my connectivity fix. I still will try to go about seeing everything there is to see.
Kit Travels wants to know what your favorite restaurant meal on the Mardi Gras.
What was yours? Oh man, we like actually, I know it's kind of weird, but we really do like the consistency of the MDR. My girls were saying they like have you ever tried certain tastes? Hannah was so disappointed she didn't get to try the gator. I know that's not a very popular answer, but we really like the MDR consistency. I like the food of the MDR. I know that also is not the most popular, opinion out there. Yeah. Rudy's Sea Grill food was good. Their lobster bisque was disappointing to me, but they had a lobster mac and cheese that was delicious. The oysters, Naomi and I recently had oysters that were much better than they had served. So they were okay. They were all right. They were oystery. The lobster, the stuffed lobster was delicious. Really, just the crab stuffed lobster.
That was really good.
It was delicious. And we didn't
I did like big chicken.
Oh, big chicken. Yeah. The actual burger or the chicken sandwich of big chicken.
Just the chicken itself
was very, very, very good. Absolutely.
Captain's Table MDR. Hi, guys. Now that you're seasoned sailors, do you think a balcony upgrade is worth it? Last few cruises never got to enjoy it and had loud outdoor neighbors. Yeah, we tend to think that way.
Actually, we started in interior, and go for it.
No, keep going.
We actually are fine with the interior. A balcony is kind of like a treat, but for us, we were squished in our interior. We had 4 of us not 8, 4 of us in a small interior, and they have closed up the space. They have even smaller cabins than they've been cutting back on their cabin space. So even though I had a accessible cabin on the Mardi Gras, it was ambulatory accessible, and it really wasn't bigger than a regular cabin. It was just laid out a little differently with the bathroom and how the bathroom layout was. But trying to manage 4 people in there did definitely get squishy at times, but it was manageable. We figured out how to make space work in there. And Yes,
I think
Teague
that the
Neal said I had an ADA cabin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think, you know, for the balcony, there's a couple of strategic reasons that you want the balcony. One is that you're going to be going through landscape in which you want to see it, like Alaskan cruise up the east side up into Canada doing the whale watching. You're definitely going to want to have a balcony for those type of
Good
cruises.
input.
The other reason that you'd want to have a balcony is if you've got a moderately older ship. So the older the ship is, I would tend to lean more towards the balcony cabins.
Why is that?
Simply because the electricity can go out. And you'll have a lot better fresh air than you will on an interior cabin in those situations. So I would just say, just from that perspective, if you know, just to be able to have that option, not necessarily that you're going to use it on every ship. I think that it's one of those things where it's a flexible thing. Get the balcony if you really want the views, if you really want to see the ocean, but you may not use it, and realize that if you don't use it, it's not money lost out. It's just that you didn't get a chance to use it this time. That's okay.
The balcony cabins are bigger, much bigger than interiors in general, unless you have a larger interior.
You know, the thing
but
is,
you don't spend a lot of time in your cabin,
you
especially. Well,
you can.
Some people can.
Yeah.
It matters what you want from a cruise. For the group cruises, I can see being just fine with an interior. Now, we did book a balcony for the group cruise in October because at that time I wanted to experience a balcony, and that was going to be like our first balcony cabin. Then Adventure of the Seas came about, and we were and I booked us on a balcony and that because I wasn't sure if we were going to be quarantined for the first cruise out. So I wanted a balcony just for that specific reason. But Paradij did an interior, and they were really happy, and they did just fine with an interior. So
interior
everybody
can be just great.
Has different opinions about you know what type of room. Ocean view is also that's one that we haven't experienced. We have done a interior porthole room. My daughter and I have, and we've done that too. No, our kids have done that. We didn't do a porthole room, us two, not yet, right? We had one booked, but it's been canceled. So
the other reason that you would want to have a balcony is because you're a bit claustrophobic. If you're claustrophobic or you're afraid of the dark, definitely get that exterior light source, whether it be a balcony or a porthole, because the interior rooms can get pitch black. I mean, yes, there's going to be some lights from USB charging or other things like that.
And some people like that. Actually, we really like that.
You do really like that.
You can sleep really pretty decently.
So if you need that openness, or it's your first time cruising and you're worried about it being too claustrophobic or too closed in, get a balcony just for your first one, just so that you can have a little bit of gap.
Thank you so much for the question.
But I would say that those are the real reasons for doing a balcony. Otherwise, if you like them, do it, right? It's what your
I think that, you know, what is that extra luxury of being able, like a lot of people like to order room service to the room and get and eat it and have their coffee out on the balcony.
Regina Allen says
looking
hello.
Out there.
Hi.
Hey, Regina. D. Adams asked, how did your daughters like getting in and out of the pull-down beds? They were fine with getting in and out, but they couldn't sit upright in them because my daughters are 23 and 25 years old. And they were very uncomfortable in those beds, but they knew that was part of the deal of cheap cruising. And they said in the end, it was worth it. Like for them, even though they could not sleep very well, and it did not work great for their backs. That's part of why they loved going to the spa. We had bought them a spa package for their birthday, and they used that spa a lot, and they said it was totally worth it. They had a blast. They loved going on this.
So let me go through some comments here. So Timothy Walters says, if you don't plan on spending a lot of time in your cabin, get an interior. That's true. Cruise World says almost always interior is much cheaper. True.
Almost always, not always.
Not always. Lindy Lou says, I love my morning coffee on my balcony.
Yes, see?
That's kind of cool.
That's something that appeals to me. He doesn't drink coffee. He
No.
really doesn't really drink anything but water in the morning and orange juice.
Anne Marie says we like the suites and balconies.
Sweets. Oh my gosh. Those are luxurious. Yes, Anne Marie.
Meg W says, I've done 8 interior cabins, 1 porthole, 1 balcony, and an interior with a couch is my fave. All others are fine though. So I can see that. An interior with a couch would be kind of a fun thing.
Sometimes the portholes will, for very little extra, sometimes you can find those porthole interiors that have an extra couch in them. So they have the larger bed. We've had a few of those booked, but their cruises that got canceled, unfortunately.
D&G says, so I assume this is Derek, says, we prefer the balcony. I'm not sure I could get Greg to try an inside. I can see that with Greg, actually. I get that totally, Derek.
Yeah.
I've done an indoor several times.
Who is this?
So this is Lucy. Oh, sorry, Lucy
MGM.
I've done.
You guys check out Lucy MGM, Lucy and Bill. They go live on Tuesdays as well. Sorry.
I've done interior several times. Gets me on the ship as cheap as possible.
Yes, that's our thoughts.
That's our thoughts too.
That's our thoughts. The more the more that we can, the less expensive the cruise is, the more times we can cruise.
Kit Travel says we love the balcony in the Mardi Gras. This is our first balcony room ever. We usually get inside or window. Yeah, the Mardi Gras I think is kind of Mardi Gras, and probably some of the royal ships would probably be the exception to that to some degree. The balconies that they have just seem a little bit bigger. They seem not necessarily bigger so much, but it just seems to be a good draw. And the way that they've got the way they got the ship cut, really it reduces the wind that's taking place. And I'd say that the balconies are probably going to be a lot better on the Mardi Gras class ships.
Well, Sarah and Bob had an amazing balcony. You didn't get to see it, but I got to pop in there that last night, and their balcony was like a little, it had a diagonal out, and so you could almost fit like a lounger on that balcony besides like a couple of chairs. I think they have some very unique size layout of balconies for sure.
JP Travels Adventure, have you had a virtual balcony? I've had one next spring.
Never. Oh man,
no.
It does seem sort of interesting. The closest we've done to a virtual balcony, and the virtual balcony is where you can have a screen that takes an entire wall and feels like you get the view of outside, but from this wall. The closest we've come to that is Anthony sometimes puts the TV. Has put the TV on
the outside cameras.
Yes, yeah, for
on one of the side cameras, so you're like going sideways. So
even like the front camera, and you can see the front, and you can kind of get a little feel for the weather and what the weather is like and what it looks like out there.
Brad Baker stopping to say hey.
Brad, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Travel Adventures with Eric B brings up a really good question. Can you read that for me, baby?
I don't know what it is.
It's right. I pulled it up here.
Is the drink
package?
the drunk packet. I like that version of
package.
The drunk packet. That's my new name for it. Worth it for someone who's going to drink several one day and maybe none or one the next day. I feel $50 plus a day is high. Yeah. So the thing about the drunk package is the drunk packet, and I like your name for it. I'm going to try and go with that. But the drunk packet, the first drink is your most expensive, right? And then every drink after that point gets cheaper and cheaper as you go along.
It does encourage you to drink a little bit more. I think.
Does. I do think it encourages
We tried to drink like we had the drink package. We really did. We drank as much as we wanted to, but had like that on the last couple cruises that we've done. But had we had the drink package, would we have drank more? I think probably. It's really hard to get your mind to to think like you have the drink package, and like sometimes I think the drink package may be bad for me because I might drink more than what just to get my money's worth.
Right.
I am not one, like if I have a drink and I'm like, oh, this is not very good, I cannot just like set it down and say I don't want it. Like I'm like, it's not good, but I have to drink this because this is a drink.
I
you know?
have pretty decent control with that stuff in general. But
does anybody else feel that way?
But the thing about
alcohol abuse,
the drunk packet with a couple is that we both have to have the drunk packet.
Yes.
Right. So it's double the cost really for
our family of 4. Actually, if we wanted to get the drink package, it couldn't just be us two. Yes. It had to be everybody in your stateroom that was of legal drinking age had to have it. We would have had to pay $2,000 to get the drink package for everybody.
And we ended up paying like $1,000 for drinks in total. So.
Well, drinks and everything else, all the other extras,
Yeah.
And my Hannah drank like she had the drink package. Believe me, she drank as much. She would have made it worthwhile to have.
The other thing,
not that she drinks that much on a regular, but she enjoyed her cruise a lot. So that my Naomi enjoyed her cruise too.
Now, after what I just said, where I say that I have pretty good control over my drinking, this is going to seem like an odd statement, but the reality is, for me, is that the drink packet or the drunk packet is really too small for that 15 drinks. There really needs to be more than that on there, and it's
that's like, Carnival's way. Other cruise lines don't have that.
See, for me, I could get into it for Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, I could probably go through 20 or 30 glasses of Mountain Dew in a day, and that would be fine.
What?
Oh, yeah.
No, you couldn't.
Oh,
20 or 30.
Yeah.
Oh my lordy!
That's
and then watch him unwind. Then he'll be like, "Woo, squirrel! Let's go, high ropes."
No, now with no, it's just it helps me in general. So I would just say that would be my only points to it.
Make W said, my husband loved doing yoga on the balcony on the Miracle. Wow, good for him. I tried doing yoga on our first cruise. We had spa cabins, so like part of the exercise program and the yoga was included. You could have like 5 classes included. Yoga was one. There was this like Russian instructor, and he was very strict, and he was having us do all these poses that I'm not used to doing yoga. And on a swaying ship, I wasn't used to the swaying either. I was like, I couldn't stand up. I could not balance myself. It was amusing because we kept falling over, and it was not because of drinking. Yeah. Mercy said that the bathroom was the tiniest I have ever seen. We had a beautiful balcony on the 15th floor. So I do like the high balconies, I have to say, but I wouldn't mind having one of those low cove balconies either. I'm getting all my congestion here. I would not mind a cove balcony where you could watch the flying fish and all of that. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just getting all this. Oh, this congestion. So let's keep on going here. Anne Marie says NCL will always have had my favorite ship, the Norway. It was beautiful. Oh man, those cruise memories really.
You know, one of the things I was noticing about the NCL advertisements is all of their advertisements are in the fjords, all of them. So you're going on a Caribbean cruise, they're advertising for Bahamas.
But it's beautiful.
And you're looking at the fjords.
I think the NCL ships.
I wonder how cold it gets up there.
I think the paintings on the NCL ships are amazing. I think each cruise line has a lot to offer.
Mardi Gras was missing paintings, significant amount. There was no real.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the artwork on the front of the ship.
Oh,
NCL has all their paintings on the front of their ship. But yeah, Mardi Gras was definitely. Has anyone who's done the Mardi Gras, who sailed on the Mardi Gras, has anyone noticed there's a definite lack of paintings in the stairwells? There's like nothing. I mean, like we want our nudie paintings now.
Oh, that's your royal. That's royal.
No, even Carnival gets into that sometimes. Not that I want the nudie paintings, you guys. Not really, but oh my gosh.
Down by Safe Harbor, right?
I'm sorry. Oh, I hate that I'm coughing. So sorry, you guys.
One thing I did like about the Mardi Gras though is that they have really easy access to the medical bay. And that's become important to us because who knows who's going to be ice skating on a cruise ship.
He actually...
She kept threatening about going on all of these things.
He got very upset when I did do the high ropes course. I was very safe. If he had watched me, he would have seen I only did the planks on the high ropes course. And I had my brace on, and they were fine with me doing it. And it was really...
It's like a safe version of Russian roulette.
It was an experience.
Oh, I do Russian roulette. It's safe. I'm
said,
safe when I do it.
I did
There's only
not.
one bullet, not two.
It was not that. Anyway, he said, "Okay, I'll see you in the infirmary." But right on the elevator, you can get right down to that.
And I used the Russian
bottom.
bullet, so who knows if it's going to fire?
Stop. Oh my goodness. Steve Morales said, "I tried flying a yak on the balcony. I could have died." Steve, God bless you.
Flying a yak?
He flew a yak. Yep.
What is that? Is that like a kite or something?
I don't know what he's talking about. I hope you're not flying kites from the cruise ship. It's not allowed. It would be fun. We should do that, definitely. All right, let's see what else. Mark from the Cruise World said something about no art gallery or auctions from Park West on the Mardi Gras either. Yeah. So interesting. I think they're developing these. I think that they are getting it all kind of settled in.
It is kind of its inaugural
I do definitely think that it will get more artwork on the stairs and get like settled in like a regular ship. I love the layout of the Mardi Gras. I really, really liked it. I liked the neighborhood concept. I liked the pools. It's really close to being my favorite ship. I'm sorry that I'm so stuffed up, you guys. Now I'm like talking out of my nose. Oh, Lordy. But here, Elaine said it was kind of plain, but still nice. Yeah, I love you guys.
It was.
Visos Travel said, any good spots to hide ducks? Oh. All right, I have to confess, I was not prepared with my duck hiding. I brought the tags along, but I hadn't had them laminated, so I brought packing tape along, cut out my tags, and actually brought a hole punched the tag. So this was in the Serenity deck. So instead of actually relaxing, I was doing my crafts.
Trying to get these ducks
making
out.
These cruise ducks.
But you're not answering Rafi's question.
I never got to hide them. I never took the time to hide the ducks until like the last day. I still was going to hide them on the last day, and
so
I
I've
didn't
only
get them hidden.
Been on two different.
I just brought them home.
Two different companies of ships, Royal and Carnival. Every Carnival ship, including the Mardi Gras, has a really great place to hide ducks.
So many good places for hiding ducks.
But there's a really good place that people just don't even think about. As you're walking down the aisles with the cabins and stuff like that, between each of the things, there's these panels that drop down. There's a small gap that's just big enough for a duck on the top of these.
Here a DJ has seen these.
Yeah, and it's just perfect all over the ship. There's thousands of these.
I had flamingo ducks. I had
you
nurse
could put
ducks.
Contraband up there. You could.
Oh, stop it with
you
that!
You could hide
Shame on
liquor.
You. Stop it.
There's
terrible.
all sorts of stuff you could hide up there. It could just be a regular mail drop for exchange, where you put cash in one and you see something else pop up in another.
What kind of a criminal person are you?
I'm just saying.
Hiding ducks.
Yes.
Oh, you guys, I'm sorry for my Anthony and his naughty mind. Naughty. Oh man, he's just part of the nauticals right there. You can see Mercy says you can hide them on our next cruise, and I totally will.
Except they're all labeled for Mardi Gras.
No, I'm gonna relabel them. I'm gonna be prepared by this next cruise, and
they have
going
a big
to be
Mardi Gras on their chest.
No, I'll just relabel them. I'm gonna laminate them before I go. Lessons learned,
August
things that I want, goals. I did have
We'll be
some.
scrubbing those off.
I had some really fun little tags made up. But oh well. Oh, Brad Baker said that I can bury the duck. I can hide the duck between two cups buried under a tree at Fiesta Americana.
Brad, I know somebody who does stuff like that.
So Brad actually hung an amazing shot glass present and a bunch of like some other little gifts for us at this all-inclusive. He went to the all-inclusive a week before we were there, and he actually buried it. and at first I was like, so, and he gave me a poem about it. Oh my gosh, Brad, it was amazing. That was awesome. I was so afraid I wasn't going to actually find it, and I did. So, okay, next time you guys go duck hiding on Carnival,
Duck hunting.
Duck hiding or hunting, look at those panels way up high.
Skeet.
You have to have somebody tall that can get them out.
Skeet.
Does NCL have ducks? I think every cruise line allows duck, like the cruising ducks.
Allow and not allow.
I think you do it.
They clean them up if you don't watch it.
I think that you do it no matter what. Okay, you guys, we're out of time. Thank you for putting up with me and my congestion. It just started to get bad. I'm sorry. Thank you for hanging with us, for talking cruises. Next week, stay tuned. I have a special guest next week. I will put him in the thumbnail, but I'm not going to advertise it until closer to the date. But we have a very special guest.
Thank you, everybody who stopped by.
Someone who's been in the cruise community for a long time, and you're going to really, really appreciate the wisdom that this guest brings. So thank you so much, everybody.
Safe travels.
And God bless. Take care now. Bye. No end rollout. Well,
no end song.
We're not going to do the end song. It's not working. Bye, you guys.